Four-time Grammy-nominated bassist, composer, conductor John Clayton's talents are consistently requested by the movers and shakers in the international jazz industry. Mr. Clayton also shares his world-class talents with young musicians in Moscow each February, where he serves as the artistic director of the University of Idaho's Lionel Hampton International Jazz Festival. Mr. Clayton is lauded for the sheer wizardry of his bass playing, the patience he exhibits with his students, the provocative notes he chooses when he composes, the empathy he shows, and the wonderful sounds he coaxes from musicians when he conducts all of which pales in comparison to his charisma. Most recently, he won a Grammy Award for his arrangement of Queen Latifah's record, Travelin' Light. Please join me and welcome our 2011 commencement speaker, John Clayton.
Thank you. Good morning. Well, hello. It's an honor to be celebrating with you this morning, and I want to thank President Nellis, the university, faculty and staff, the supporting family and friends, and finally you, the graduating class of 2011. Just a little bit about my background. I don't know how things got so drastically and dramatically spiraled downward in my life. You see, I was born a rich white child. But this isn't about me, this is about you. Graduates, you did it. Let me hear you say, yeah. Yeah. Woo. Now everybody here knows about our amazing Lionel Hampton Jazz Festival, hosted each year by the university. And as you've heard, I'm a jazz musician, a bass player. You know, the guy that plays that big thing, you know, boom, 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 boom. And I get comments from everybody like, don't you wish you played the flute? Sure is a big old guitar you got there. How do you get that thing under your chin? Is that your wife in there? So I spent a lot of my life searching for originality. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to bring some jazz elements to today's commencement. In fact, this will no doubt be the first commencement to include a bass here on stage next to the speaker. This is my dear friend Dave Buer, who is going to assist me today. So this is going to be an interactive speech. You get to chime in. Rather than say, uh-huh, or amen, you'll hear me say, can I get a bass note? And you'll get to hum or sing said deep and beautiful bass note. All right? So let's try it. Can I get a bass note? Don't be shy. All right? So you know. Okay, wow. This is graduation day. This day, and frankly, our future, is about you. One wonders how you got here. Just to remind you, you had the wisdom to pick this university over others. And you sat through classes, you took exams, you breezed through, and you slogged through. And here we are. Done. Done and ready for the next phase. Can I get a bass note? Perfect. And today, through bloodshot and tired eyes after a night of some serious partying, can I get a bass note? We gather to meet with our friends and family to say hello to the next phase of our lives. But what is that next phase? How do we deal with this genesis? How can we best utilize all that we've absorbed these last years from the University of Idaho Information Factory? First, I encourage all to passionately pursue what you desire. You've got the goods, the smarts, the education, the background. Now put reticence and hesitation behind you and go get it. You know about critical thinking. You know how to analyze situations and people. Go get what you want. Can I get a bass note? Now let's not forget that our parents went through a lifetime of assisting us, supporting, loving us. Sometimes they took on jobs that they weren't crazy about just to put food on our tables, clothes on our backs, and get us through school. Our parents wanted us to have better lives than they did. So shame on us if we don't pursue those passions I speak of. Let's just put the bass note thing aside for a moment, and let me hear you say, yeah, for our parents and family. Yeah. Yes, sir. So, okay, how does one deal with the challenges, though? I mean, everybody tells us it's tough out there. They say that we should pay attention to statistics. There aren't enough jobs, blah, blah, blah. I've got a different take on it. Those statistics don't know you. Statistics are statistics, but you are you. And I believe you decide upon which side of the statistic you will be on. Call me naive, call me a native Californian, but those statistics don't know you. They don't know your focus, your passion, your work ethic, your energy, and all you can bring to this world. Can I get a bass note? Now, I remember a former student of mine who had a different approach to the situation. In fact, he graduated down the street from the school whose name I won't mention, but whose initials are Washington State University. Anyway, he wanted to do what he could to level the field for himself. His name is Joe. So Joe's in New York, and he's standing in front of a music practice and rehearsal building in Manhattan. And he's standing there, and some guy comes out of the building, and this guy's got his trumpet with him, and he sees Joe, and Joe's standing there in front of the building going, 83, 83, 83, 80. And the guy looks and thinks, what's going on here? And he just stands, watches, and pretty soon he says, hey, buddy, what are you doing? And Joe says, you don't know? 83, 83. It's the latest thing, man. Every musician knows about this. You need to try it. Put your trumpet down there. Come over here and join me. So the guy puts his trumpet down, and he goes over to, stands next to Joe, and he says, go ahead, just try it with me. Just, 83, 83. And so the guy goes, 83, 83. No, man, no. Haven't you ever been to the Long Hampton Jazz Festival? Where's your groove? He said, look, just check it out. Put your hands up in the air, 83. Move your hips a little bit. Look, you don't have enough room on this curb. Just stand on the street here. There's a little bit more room, and let it go. Put your hands in there. So the guy stands off into the street, and he's got his hands in there. He's going, 83. And sure enough, a big bus comes by and runs right over the guy. And Joe looks at the carnage there on the street, and he goes, 84, 84, 84. Now that's not the way to handle statistics. Ladies and gentlemen, the doors of opportunity will always be open to you as long as the level of your skills remain the highest they can be, period. When you factor in that you understand that a closed door means choose another door, that you understand that others may get through the door before you, but that's okay. That you understand the common denominator for people who succeed is they never quit. When you add this to your knowledge database, not only will you succeed, you will set the pace for others to follow. If that makes sense to you, can I get a bass note? Now, there are lots of naysayers out there. Lots of negative press, lots of loving and concerned people who will tell us otherwise, but I'm not buying it. You will change the climate in our country. Your wisdom, intelligence, and work ethic will take you places that statistics and naysayers can't even conceive of. You've spent 4 or more years here being brought to this level, and now look out, world, here we come. Can I get a bass note? Now, I have to confess that my generation, we did our best. And while some incredible, wonderful things were produced, we also screwed up. We need you to fix, improve, salvage, and create the elements which will make a difference in this world and make it a better world. You need to fight cynicism and obstructions which slow down your progress and dim your outlook. That's how you use the information and experiences that you've absorbed these last years. Okay, so I'm sharing a lot of cool thoughts with you and optimism, but how does this fit into your life? Well, first, if you're still searching, if you're still deciding, that's fine. Take that walk in the woods. on the beach. No, not in the mall. Alone and without your cell phone. Go inside yourself and follow your heart. Let your heart and your instincts tell you where to go. Couple that with the knowledge that you've acquired here at the University of Idaho, and your path will be clear, focused, deep, meaningful, and fulfilling. Next, don't be afraid. Follow that focused path. Dare. You've had at least 4 years of mind-opening experiences. Now's not the time to be a baby. Dare. Go. Pursue what you desire with an understanding of the tasks that you must do, and then breathe life into those dreams. We've given you the goods. Now we turn it over to you with faith and trust in you. You got to right the ship. You're going to make sure that we continue to be proud to live in this country. Can I get a bass note? You know, I've got to wrap up my time with you here, but before doing so, I'd like to share some life and career thoughts with you. These are things that I've both created and stolen, some concepts which I hope will help. I start with, look in the mirror and be honest about what you see. Follow your heart. A means to an end is fine as long as you can see the end goal. Understand the effect that you have on others. Remind yourself, so go I, so go they. Seek the thing that you would do if you were to ever grow up, and do that thing, but never grow up. Never compare your insides with someone else's outsides. You are allowed one mother and one father and one body. Take care of all three. Do not over-isolate yourself. People give energy. Use their good energy like a car uses fuel. Fix it with love. And my favorite, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Graduates, we're all impressed by you. We're thrilled for you, and I'm honored that you would listen to my missives. It's about you. You did it. We celebrate with you. Wow, you're here. You're ready to move on, and we're ready for you to move on. Let me hear you say, yeah. Yeah. Let me hear you say, yeah. Yeah. Stand up and let me hear you say, yeah. Yeah. Congratulations. We'll see you at the Jazz Festival. Enjoy your day.
Thank you so much, John, for that outstanding commencement address. And on behalf of the university, I'd like to present this gift to you. And let's give him another round of applause.